Now, we're going to take up one more problem on the composite bar. The problem is number 57. A composite bar of steel and copper is fixed between rigid supports and loaded as shown in the figure. So this is the figure wherein you have this segment is a copper bar and this segment is a steel bar. Having length L1 and L2, the total length of the bar will be equal to 3 meters. If the load is applied axially, find the point at which the load should be applied to have the bars carrying equal loads. Young's modulus for copper is 100 GPa and Young's modulus for steel is 200 GPa. Now when you are considering the copper bar will going to be under tension because the load is acting towards the right side. So due to which, in order to keep the copper bar in equilibrium, the reaction at A will going to be the RA, which will be in opposite to the direction of the applied load. So the reaction will be towards the left side. So when you are considering for the steel rod, as the rod is acting towards the right side for the steel bar, so naturally this will going to be under compression because the end B is fixed. And then at the point B, you are going to have RB, which will going to be acting opposite to the, that means opposite to the load which is applied, that is towards the left side. So that means RB will going to have a, that is the steel bar will going to have a compression, whereas the copper bar will going to be under tension. So here first we are going to go take up for EC, which is equal to 100 GPa, that is Young's modulus of copper is 100 GPa, which is 1 into 10 to the power of 5. And Young's modulus of steel bar will be 200 GPa, which is 2 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton per mm square. Then the load applied is 10 kilonewton and the length is 3 meters. So you convert that into mm, it is 3000 mm. Let L1 be the length of copper and L2, because that is the one which we need to find out, and L2 is the one which is the length of steel. So length of steel bar, if you want to find out the length of the steel bar, 3000 minus L1. So that is because you have the total length of the bar will going to be 3 meters. So here, so the length of the steel bar, which is equal to 3000 minus L1, will going to give you this L2. So now, if you are considering that, assuming the diameter of copper is equal to the diameter of steel, because you have the uniform rod diameter, so then AC is equal to AS. So then we need not have to. That will go to automatically, it will going to be gets cancelled. So if RA and RB be the reactions at the ends, then the copper bar will under tension and steel bar will be under compression. That's what I've already explained. So now what I need for equilibrium, RA plus RB will be equal to 10 into 10 to the power of 3 Newton, because it is 10 kilonewton is the problem what he has given. So now, as the bars are carrying equal loads, RA will be equal to RB. So that is equal to 5 kilonewton. Now we go for also elongation of the copper bar will be equal to elongation of steel bar. And then here delta LC will be equal to delta LS. So delta L is nothing but PC into P into L by A into E. So since it is the delta L elongation of the copper bar will be equal to the compression in the steel bar. That is because it is LS will going to be in the compression. So PS into LS by AS into ES is equal to PC into LC by AC into EC. So you know the PC is equal to RA, because the copper bar is on the left hand side, and PS is equal to RB. So that is the reaction at the point B. So now AC is equal to AS, which is already given. What LC is equal to L1 and LS is equal to L2. Now we go for, so now we will go to substitute all these values here. So what is that? PS is nothing but PS, that is PC is nothing but RA into L1, because LC is L1 by EC is equal to PS is equal to RB into LS is L2, that is by ES. So substitute these values here. So what we know L1 by EC, that is Young's modulus of copper, which is 1 into L1 1 into 10 to the power of 5, and then L2 is 3000 minus L1 by 2 into 10 to the power of 5. So now since it is RA is equal to RB, so therefore 2 into L1 on simplification plus L1 is equal to 3000. So then 3L1 is 3000. So naturally L1 will become 1000 mm. So naturally length of copper bar will going to be L1, which is 1000 mm, and the length of steel bar, which is equal to 2000 mm. So this is how you will be able to find out the length of each bar. So finally we can say conclude that the bar of the 1000 Newton, 10 kilonewton when it is applied, so L1 will be having 1000 and L2 will going to have the 2000. So this is how the total length of the diameter, the total length of the bar will going to remain, which is 3 meters. So this is how you will be able to solve this problem. Thank you.